Hi. Oh, I don't feel as though I've been and spoken to you for absolutely ages. It's been busy, absolutely busy. And we've been doing concerts. We seem to have got into this thing about going to see bands, and everything comes together at the moment. Um, I really, really, really recommend you getting onto YouTube and watching John Bowden. He was brilliant. We saw him in our own little venue, sort of very sort of intimate venue, and it's really, really good. I mean, I even did the sort of groupie thing and went off and queued and bought a signed CD. So, well, yeah, I bought a CD and he signed it while I was there. Yeah, yeah, you wouldn't think, I felt a little bit like a teenager. A teenager, it's really. But his music was, is incredible. He was on stage with a trio, violin, viola, and cello, and it was amazing, absolutely amazing. And then the next night we went off to Leicester, and we saw Paul Carrack, and again that was very good. Um, I think I prefer John Bowden, to be truthfully honest, um, and the reason is I don't know. It's not as though it's not because I know John Bowden's music and I don't know Paul Carrack's. I didn't know any. I that's wrong. I didn't know any of John Bowden's music apart from the odd clip on YouTube that we'd seen before the concert. But he just blew me away. Paul Carrack, I wasn't as familiar with, though a lot of the songs I did recognise. But he was a name that, sad to say, I didn't. It didn't register who he was straight away. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the intimate settings, and I don't know, but I prefer John Bowden actually. And yeah, look at it on YouTube. He's incredible. Um, Fourth book, um, Kissing the Devil. This is the fourth Mike Malone. And this is the last one I've got on paperback. The rest of them all on Kindles. This was the last one that I got put on paperback for my late father to read. Um, I think I told you last time. It's the inspiration came from an article I read about men painting themselves white and going out molesting women. And I thought, well, how can I turn this into something a bit offbeat? So this is what I did. In this latest mystery, Mike Malone has to solve a very odd crime. Who exactly is the White Devil? And why is he paying nighttime visits to the wives of the local farmers? Mike and D.S. Alan Shepard put it all down to high spirits, but once blood is spilt in the farmyard, they realise that maybe the White Devil is trying to throw them off his real goal. Meanwhile, the ghosts from Mike's past are getting ever closer, putting the lives of everyone close to him at risk. And yeah, you learn a little bit more about Mike's backstory in this. It's a thread that's run through the first few books. So the prologue. Albert Fisher pulled on his boots and opened the door. It was still dark, and the scent from last night's firework display hung in the air, a reminder of another year gone. He pulled his scarf around his neck and his hat over his ears. Jet, his dog, put his nose out of the door, sniffed, and retreated back indoors. Come here, you soft bugger. With his head down, the dog trotted unenthusiastically back to his master, who shut the door firmly behind them both. With his faithful companion at his side, Albert went across to the barn to check on his pigs. Grunting and squealing greeted him as he pulled open the door, and he walked down the length of the barn, topping up troughs as he went. As he turned round to go back to where Jet was waiting for him, he stopped in his tracks and looked up. He could hear a woman screaming. It was Doris. Spinning on his heels, he ran back down the barn, his breath coming in clouds from his open mouth. As he rushed into the farmyard, he stopped suddenly. Doris was sitting in the henhouse, covered in feathers. They were sticking out from her face like hedgehog prickles. "What are you doing down there, you daft bat?" Albert shouted to her affectionately. "A white devil's stolen a hen." He rubbed his slimy face on mine and stole a hen. A white devil. Have you been at the cooking sherry again? So there is your white devil. It's a little. This one is different to the other three. It still keeps the. Well, I think it's, in my opinion, it still keeps the humour of the other three and the odd quirkiness. But it is a sort of change on tack because the focus is on people rather than animals. So I'll leave you now. Have a good evening, and I'll catch you again soon.